All right, you guys and girls are here because you bought a pair of Simms Freestone Waders for like $300, and like, I did a review last year, so this is my second year review of these, and like, oh, it's $300, they shouldn't leak. I'm gonna be a buzzkill, they already leak. So it's been 2 years, they started leaking this spring. Actually, they started leaking last fall, so they started leaking in about 1.5 years. And I do quite a bit of fly fishing. I bounce around through the bushes, but I'm not a guide. I fish probably every weekend throughout the summer, but not always in waders. I'm either in a canoe or a kayak, or I'm on shore, or I'm in a boat. So I'm gonna show you where they leak, and I'm gonna show you how to patch them real quick. So Freestone Waders, everything else has been fine with these. There's been no other issues. And it's not really a leak, it's more of like a seep. So I will show you, I'm gonna aim the camera down on my legs here for you guys. So I'm just wearing these green pants, which I do wear in the waders every once in a while. And it's not sweat, I have confirmed that it's not sweat. The only where there's a seam on these pair of pants where it's getting a leak, so there's one piece of fabric all the way around, which is really nice. There's only one seam right in the knee, so straight down the leg. I will get out of the water, cold water mind you, and I will have like a little wet racing stripe right down both legs. So they're starting to seep, and it's just enough to be like, oh, am I sweating or are my waders leaking? It's like just annoying enough. It's really annoying when the water's like 33 degrees in the middle of winter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna patch them real quick, and I think they suggest to turn them inside out and patch them. And there's no visible holes or nothing like that. So I'm gonna turn them inside out, and I'm gonna use some Aqua Seal to fix those real quick. And like I said in my original 1 year review, I really liked them. I was really hoping that they weren't gonna leak. And at $300, they leak. I've also heard of their Pro Series, I don't know if they call it Pro Series, whatever they call their top brand there. They leak as well. They just, you know, do whatever. So this is just a little small seam leak. I did not have a chance, because I had a steelhead trip in the middle of winter, to return these and have them fixed professionally, because I go fishing a lot. So I'm almost on the mindset of buying like 2 cheap pairs of like $150 pairs of waders, and just use 1 year, like just keep switching back and forth, and then turn them both in the winter, pay the $40 to have them repaired, and then get them back in the spring, or just have one always in like rotation, instead of spending $300 on a pair that's gonna leak in 1.5 years anyways, outside of that 1 year warranty. So we're gonna take some Aqua Seal, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna go on both sides of the little patch here from the inside, and hope that they don't leak. So my Aqua Seal tube is pretty old, so I actually had to break it open in order to do it. But the leak seems to be happening in this general vicinity. And like I said, there is no visible holes or anything like that. So I'm just going to put a little dab on that seam there, because there's nothing else I can do. And I'm gonna wet my finger and kind of smooth that out here in a second. And like I said, this is just a patch. And I really hope they weren't gonna leak, but like I said, they did. And I don't think I'm gonna have enough Aqua Seal to do both sides. So I'm gonna have to buy some more, but you guys get the picture. And then it's just like it's a urethane based. You can just smear that out like that. Doesn't taste that good, but that's the best way to lay the stuff out there. They also make the UV cure, which I do have. And if you're ever on the pinch in the pinch on the side of the river, they make this UV cure stuff that you just put it on there and show it to sunlight, and then it cures like instantaneously. It's like the same stuff you use for fly tying. So I'll smear that out. I'm gonna buy some more Aqua Seal, and hopefully that will get me through at least 1 more year of the Simms Freestone Waders. So I don't dislike the Simms Freestone Waders. All waders leak. It's really unfortunate. And if you think about it, like, You know, a pair of jeans might last 4 or 5 years, but they don't need to be waterproof. And if a little hole gets into them, it's not the end of the world. Complete opposite of waders. They're under complete abuse. And if one little tiny hole happens, you automatically feel it because that's where water's gonna come in. So that's my 2-year review. Other than that, I really like them, but they just leak. And you guys asked for me to review them at year number 2, and they started leaking at year 1.5, so last fall. So that's unfortunate, but I'll leave the link to buy these on Amazon or wherever I can find them below. I bought them from Bass Pro for around $300. So follow that link, and I'll also leave the link for Aquaseal below. Don't leave home without it, especially don't leave home on like a multi-day trip without Aquaseal, because it can save your butt.